I keep seeing this topic appear. People talking about giving the reasons why the Reform Party, Richard Tice and Nigel Farage, can't stand with Tommy Robinson and help him out in his current predicament. Well, I'm going to be blunt about this. It's all bollocks, isn't it? It's absolute bollocks. Strong leadership would stand by Tommy Robinson. They would defend him. Because Tommy Robinson is being judged on a character that he was when he was younger. I mean, the buzzwords that the mainstream media use about him are that he was a thug and stuff like that. And I don't think Tommy would deny that. And that was in his youth. Is he far right or a racist? No, he isn't. They're just smears. The same smears that the mainstream media uses against Nigel Farage and the Reform Party. But they can't see that, can they? They know that's not true about them. So you would think, you know what? They're saying that about us and they're saying that about Tommy Robinson. So maybe they're not telling the truth about him either. If they just looked into the guy's background, they probably have. And they're just, they see Tommy as a rival or something like that. That's why they're not helping. That's my opinion. But if they actually looked into what Tommy Robinson was and actually spoke to the guy, then they would know that all those smears and all those buzzwords about him are just not true. We've all had a checkered past in our youth, but most of us judge people on the people that they are now, not in their past, because people change. Tommy Robinson now is a investigative journalist that's trying to expose the Muslim grooming gangs, the corruption in our judiciary, and trying to expose the establishment and the state for the corruption that it's involved in. That's what Tommy Robinson is about now. And for the political parties just turn their backs on him, especially Reform, that's supposed to be a party of the people, is just disgusting. There's no excuse for it. Not at all. And all this rubbish about, well, they've got to toe the political line or they won't get elected. That just highlights to me how broken the system is if a political party is so scared to defend an investigative journalist for doing his job that's in prison on a civil offence that was firstly put in a maximum security prison and then moved forcibly to another prison that's basically a hellhole where he faced attack and he was attacked in there before, then the whole system is broken as far as I'm concerned. We need strong leadership. We need people that are going to turn round to the mainstream media and call them out on their fake news. Stand toe to toe with them and saying what you're saying is factually not true. And they can't defend that. They can't argue against that. We just need strong leadership, people with a backbone that are just going to stand there and go toe to toe with the mainstream media and say what you're saying is not true. Donald Trump does it in America all the time. When they make accusations against him, he just calls them out to their face and says, you're fake news, that isn't true, I'm not talking to you. And that's what they have to do. That's how you build up a following of people, because people would respect that. I would, and I know others would respect that more than appeasing the mainstream media or trying to cushy up to them. I don't respect that at all. Anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. It's a load of bollocks, the reason that has been given by people that defend the Reform Party, the reason why they can't defend Tommy Robinson, because he's too toxic. Well, why is he too toxic? Is it because the mainstream media has propagandised him and wrongfully smeared him as far right and as racist? That's categorically not true. It's provably not true. And if the Reform Party actually did some research, which I most likely think they have, they know that Tommy Robinson isn't far right or a racist. Was he a thug in his past? He'd probably admit and say, yeah, I was. But is he that now? No. We have to judge people on what they are now, not what they were years ago. I think as we get older, we mellow, we get more seasoned, we become wiser, don't we? We do. The guy is just passionate about what he believes in. That's it. And if we're going to condemn people for that, then we may as well just pack our bags and give up now, hadn't we? Anyway, that's all I've got to say on this. This is Vindicator, signing off.